despite the contrary belief that the media has put out, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has always worked to have a sit down with members of the Jewish community to discuss this controversy. Such meetings have not taken place due to, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, there are unjust preconditions that they set forth in order for they say needs to be met before they meet with him, right? However, on your show, you invited the head of the Southern Poverty Law Center to be a part of the interview with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And on your show, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called out the ADL and the SPL, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and any others who have lied on him. And you expressed a desire to facilitate such a showdown, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called it. So, and I'm sure you went to work to make that happen. Can you talk about what was their response to your efforts to try to facilitate such a meeting, and why don't you think they accepted the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's offer to have those type of meetings?
Well, I can tell you, I talked directly to the gentleman. I can't think of his name right now, with the Southern Poverty Law Center. He's been there a long time. Guy got a beard. I talked directly to him. And first of all, I looked at the hate groups that they had, all who have been about violence, who have been about the subjugation of human beings. And I said, you have a category of hate groups here, and the criteria that you say that you evaluate them by, it doesn't exist with the Nation of Islam. Give me an example of one thing, of one violation that they have that's supposed to be your criteria. So he tapped dance, Pollock, I forget, but and I told him, I said, look, I did the show, I had him on, I gave him the plaque. I asked him that while the minister was there, will you be open to having a dialogue on my show? He said, I will come on your show, but I won't come on and have a dialogue with the minister. I thought that was kind of, chicken doo-doo, but, I let him come on. He gave his point. And then I had the minister on, I think, for a couple hours, or something like that. And so then afterwards, I called him and I said, okay, now I want to extend this opportunity. You're the first person that I'm calling. I will create a platform. I don't care if I got to rent Madison Square Garden or your building down there, your arenas in Atlanta or wherever. I will facilitate this. I know how to put these events on. And there would be a round table with the minister, with you all, with the Anti-Defamation League. I said, I'm going to seek all of them out. He said, no, he didn't want to do it. That he didn't want to give credibility. I said, wait a minute. You're talking about giving credibility? Credibility is 1.5 million people showing up in Washington, D.C. on your behalf.
Go ahead.
He doesn't need your credibility means nothing to him. As the minister said, when the Senate voted to rebuke him, to repudiate him, 100-0, the minister said, my repudiation of them means a whole lot more in this universe than 100 of them rebuking me. That's a strong black man right there. So then I reached out to the others, and I never got beyond like secretaries. The guy who was over the ADL at the time, I forgot, he used to come on and run his mouth a lot. I never got, they knew what I was calling for. They had seen the show that I did, and they wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And because what they knew is that the minister was coming with truth and fire. And the truth and fire that he would come with would burn their asses up, because they had been telling lies for oh so long.